I know when you're given a couple new formulas in math, they seem a little bit intimidating, but I promise you, once you start knowing what the variables mean, and once you start working with them and solving problems, they become a lot easier. A sequence is a list of numbers. We can insert various numbers into these blank spots here and call it a sequence. An arithmetic sequence is a special list of numbers. An arithmetic sequence has a constant rate of change, a constant increase or a constant decrease in the values. That constant increase or decrease is what we call the D value. And we can spy D in two of these formulas here. If we have a number here, a number here, and a number here, if you see that that number is increasing or decreasing by a constant amount, you know you have an arithmetic sequence. Have a look at these blanks. They have names. We call the first blank T of 1. We call the 1 a subscript. The second term is called T of 2. And the third term is T of 3. Notice that if you have 1, 2, 3 terms, you have 2 jumps to get to that final term. If you had 6 terms, it would be 5 jumps to get to that 6th term. Here we have T of 1 is in every one of the formulas. It's an important value for sure. For the sequence showing, we don't know the number of terms because there are 3 dots here. We don't know how many terms are in here. N means the number of terms. But I also see a little n here. This little n is a subscript. T of n does not mean the number of terms. T of n means that final term showing. We could put T of n right here in the last spot. T of n is there. T of n is here. Oh, I forgot an n right there. Let's color that one in. And an n here. Did we miss anything? I don't think so. The last thing then is S of n. S of n means the sum of all the terms. So for this sequence showing where I don't know how many terms, I would call the sum S of n. If I wanted the sum of the first 3 terms, this variable would be called S of 3. And then of course I'd plug in a 3 here. I'd have the first term. And the last term would be T of 3. We could also write S of n to be T of 1 plus T of 2 plus T of 3 plus ... T of n. That would be S of n, the sum. Okay, we're ready to tackle some problems.